Welcome to Think English Daily, the channel that helps you learn English in a simple, practical, and fun way. I am Jason, and with me today is my co-host Julia. If you've ever struggled with thinking in English instead of translating from your native language, this episode is for you. Maybe you've been in a conversation, you knew exactly what you wanted to say, but you froze because you were still translating word by word in your head. By the time you found the right words, the moment had already passed. We get it, and you are not alone. Today we're going to talk about how to train your brain to think directly in English, just like native speakers do. Once you build this skill, everything becomes easier. Speaking, listening, writing, even pronunciation. We'll share the common mistakes that hold learners back, simple strategies to practice every day, and powerful habits that will help you stop translating and start thinking in English naturally. So if you want to feel more confident, speak more fluently, and finally think in English without hesitation, stay with us, because this episode is going to change the way you learn. Part 1. The real-life struggle. Let's start with something that happens to almost every English learner. Imagine you're in a coffee shop. The barista smiles and asks, "What would you like?" In your head, the answer is clear. You think, "I want a cappuccino." But here's the problem. You're thinking in your native language first. Then you start translating word by word. "I want cappuccino?" Meanwhile, the barista is waiting and you feel the pressure.
Yes, and that moment is so familiar. You know exactly what you want to say, but because you're translating, it comes out slowly or awkwardly. And by the time you finally speak, you feel nervous or embarrassed.
Right? That little pause, that hesitation. It's the real-life struggle of learning English through translation. It makes conversations stressful and takes away your confidence.
And the truth is, if you always rely on translation, it will always feel like this. You'll never be able to keep up with fast conversations, jokes, or small talk.
Exactly. That's why learning to think directly in English is such a game changer. It removes that middle step. No more stopping to translate. No more missing the moment. You just answer naturally, the way native speakers do.
And once you experience that for the first time, when you respond quickly in English without even realizing it, it feels amazing. That's when you know your brain is starting to switch into English mode.
Part 2. Why thinking in English changes everything.
So, Jason, let's talk about why this skill matters so much. Why should learners actually train themselves to think in English?
The biggest reason is speed. When you think in English, your words come out faster. You don't waste time building a sentence in your first language and then trying to translate it.
Exactly. And it's not just about speed. It's also about confidence. When you don't have to pause and translate, you feel more natural, more relaxed. You can actually enjoy the conversation instead of worrying about every little word.
Right. And here's another benefit. Listening. If you're already thinking in English, your brain processes conversations so much faster. You catch more words, you understand people better, and you don't get stuck trying to mentally translate every sentence.
And it's the same with movies, podcasts, or songs. When you're thinking in English, you just understand the meaning instead of stopping to translate line by line.
Another big one is pronunciation. When you think in English, you start hearing the natural rhythm and sounds in your head. That helps you speak more clearly, because you're copying the way native speakers actually use the language.
Yes, it's like you're training your ear and your mouth at the same time.
So really, thinking in English changes everything. It makes speaking smoother, listening easier, pronunciation clearer, and most importantly, it gives you the confidence to use English in real life. Part 3. The common roadblocks. All right. So if thinking in English is so powerful, why doesn't everyone just do it?
Good question. The truth is, most learners run into the same few roadblocks, and they don't even realize it.
Yeah. Roadblock number 1 is relying too much on translation. If every time you hear or think something, you immediately translate it back to your native language, your brain never learns to work directly in English.
Exactly. It's like trying to ride a bike but keeping the training wheels on forever. You'll never balance on your own if you don't let go.
Roadblock number 2 is overthinking grammar. A lot of learners try to build the perfect sentence in their heads before speaking. But by the time they finish, the moment has already passed.
And here's the thing. Native speakers don't think about grammar rules while they're talking. They just talk. And yes, sometimes they make mistakes too.
That's so true. Roadblock number 3 is fear of making mistakes. If you're too afraid to get it wrong, you won't give your brain the chance to practice.
Right. But mistakes are part of the process. Every time you make one, you're actually training your brain. It's practice, not failure.
And the last roadblock is not surrounding yourself with enough English. If your daily life is 95% your native language, your brain will naturally default to it.
Exactly. If the only time you use English is in class or when studying, your brain won't switch to English mode naturally. You need more exposure in your everyday life.
So let's recap. The 4 biggest roadblocks are 1. Translating too much. 2. Overthinking grammar. 3. Being afraid of mistakes. And 4. Not surrounding yourself with English.
And here's the good news. Every one of these problems can be fixed. Up next, we'll show you exactly how to do it with some simple but powerful strategies.
Part 4. Practical strategies to train your brain. Okay, now comes the fun part. We've talked about the struggles and the roadblocks. Let's get practical. How can learners actually train their brain to think in English?
Let's break it down step by step. Step 1 is super simple. Name the things around you in English. Look around your room. Chair, phone, window, coffee. Just saying, or even thinking the names in English gets your brain used to connecting. Or even thinking the names in English gets your brain used to connect English directly to what you see.
Yes, and once you're comfortable with that, you can take it a step further. Instead of just thinking, cup, you can think, I'm drinking coffee from my cup. That little habit connects English to your everyday life.
Exactly. Step 2. Talk to yourself in English. I know it might sound strange, but it's one of the best ways to practice. While you're cooking, walking, or getting ready in the morning, just describe what you're doing. Like, I'm putting on my shoes. It's a sunny day.
And the best part, no one is listening, so there's no pressure. You can make mistakes, and it doesn't matter.
Step 3. Use an English to English dictionary. This one's a game changer. Instead of translating a new word into your native language, read the definition in English. For example, if you look up excited, it might say, feeling very happy and eager. That way, you're keeping your brain in English mode.
Yes, and it also builds your vocabulary naturally, because you're learning English through English.
Step 4. Think in simple sentences first. A lot of learners try to think in long, complicated sentences, and then they get stuck. Start small. Instead of, I should go to the grocery store because I need to buy vegetables for dinner. Say, I need vegetables. Over time, your sentences will get longer on their own.
That's such a good point. Step 5. Create an inner voice in English. This is huge. Try having a little conversation in your head, in English, like, what should I do first today? Maybe I'll make breakfast.
Yes, it's like turning your thoughts into English dialogue. You can even ask yourself questions in English. How do I feel today? What should I wear? That's powerful brain training.
And finally, step 6. Surround yourself with English. Change your phone to English. Listen to English podcasts. Watch movies without subtitles. Read short articles or even captions. The more input you give your brain, the more natural English thinking becomes.
So let's recap quickly. The 6 strategies are: 1. Name things around you. 2. Talk to yourself. 3. Use an English to English dictionary. 4. Keep it simple. 5. Build an English inner voice. And 6. Surround yourself with English.
And the best part, you can start all of these today. Part 5. Daily habits that stick. So Julia, we've got the strategies. But here's the real question. How do learners turn them into daily habits? Because knowing what to do is one thing, but doing it every single day is what makes the difference.
Exactly. And the good news is, you don't need hours of practice. Just a few small routines can retrain your brain over time. Let's go through some of our favorites.
All right, habit number 1. Start and your day in English. When you wake up, before you even check your phone, think about your plan for the day in English. Like, today is Monday. I have a meeting at 10. I'll call my friend after work. Then at night, review your day in English. I had lunch with Sarah. I finished my project.
I love that one because it's like bookending your day with English. Your brain gets a clear signal. Hey!
Habit number 2. Set a no translation challenge. For 30 minutes a day, commit to thinking only in English. Even if you don't know a word, don't switch to your native language. Describe it in English instead. Like if you forget refrigerator, you can say the cold box where I keep food.
That's such a great exercise, and it gets easier every time you do it.
Habit number 3. Talk out loud to yourself. I know we mentioned this earlier, but making it a daily habit is powerful. Say things like, I'm making pasta. It smells so good. I'll eat it while watching a show. You're training both you're watching a show, speaking, and you're thinking at the same time.
Yes, and here's another one. Use English during simple activities. If you're walking outside, think, the weather is nice. The sky is blue. I feel relaxed. If you're exercising, think, I'm lifting weights. I'm getting stronger. Tie English to what you're already doing.
And the last habit, keep a short English journal. Just write a few sentences each night. Don't stress about grammar. The goal is to get your thoughts onto paper in English. Later, when you look back, you'll be surprised at how much progress you've made.
So to recap, start and end your day with English, practice a no translation challenge, talk out loud, use English during daily activities, and keep a journal. 5 small habits that, if you stick to them, will rewire your brain over time.
Exactly. Isn't perfection, it's consistency. Do a little bit every day, and soon thinking in English will feel automatic. Wow, we've covered a lot today. From the real-life struggle of translating in your head, to the reasons why thinking in English changes everything, to the strategies, habits, and even how to handle the tough challenges.
Yes, and the most important thing to remember is this. Thinking in English is not a talent you're born with. It's a skill, and like any skill, you can train it with practice.
Start small. Be consistent. Don't worry about being perfect. Every time you practice, you're teaching your brain to get just a little bit faster, a little more natural.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. Mistakes aren't something to avoid. They're proof that you're learning.
One day you'll notice it. You'll be in a conversation, you'll answer quickly, and then you'll realize, hey, I didn't translate that. I just said it. That's the moment when you know your brain has started to switch.
That's such a powerful feeling. And trust us, if you keep going, you'll get there.
So now we want to hear from you. Which strategy are you going to try first? Are you going to name things around you? Start an English journal? Or maybe challenge yourself with 30 minutes of no translation?
Share your answer in the comments and let us know how it goes. And if you found today's episode helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's also learning English.
Thanks for spending time with us today. Keep practicing, keep thinking in English, and remember, you're building a skill that will last a lifetime.
Until next time, happy learning!